Hello YouTube, it's RJ the West here, my friend Last Night VOC. Welcome back to another GT Online live stream. Alright. I might have to charge the phone. Oh, good. Yeah. Alright. Let me just look the other way. So spawn the acid truck. Busy. Let's see what we get. Come on, paper route. Oh, my massage pad is starting to sound like a sad tuba now.
Sting operation.
Ah! Airport. I actually have to press down on. I have to literally sit directly on top of these the lower pads now because they're actually making more noise. They're starting to make a rattling sound. As a matter of fact, because the pad itself is so worn in, my body is literally pressed almost directly on the motors themselves now. Earlier this morning, in an effort to muffle the noise, I just adjusted myself directly on top of the pad and my upper body was getting so itchy because I was like I said, I was pressing it directly on my upper back. I'm not used to having the massage pads on my upper back, so for the first time, it was like so itchy. I'm like, it's a natural response because you're vibrating. You remember what live stream I did? Where I did that Fox where involving fluffy house cats fighting orcs from Warhammer?
Nope.
Neither did I. I didn't even want to go back to seeing which live stream I did. I know it was one of them, one of my more recent ones. I can't believe I made that into a song though. It didn't sound too bad though, did it?
No.
It sounded weird. I mean, hearing a heavy metal artist singing "Fluffy House Cats," like it just sounds. It just hits the ear. It just hits the ear wrong almost. But it's like the most badass way of saying fluffy little house cats killing orcs from Warhammer. So apparently the WOG is actually WOG! Or something like that. We'll go back to making synthwave songs soon enough. I just want to get some of the heavy metal stuff out of my system. Having access to Suno is giving me like almost near limitless what kind of music do I want to make. I primarily specialize in synthwave because that's all I could do at the time. When I first started using BandLab, I mean, I will admit though, like there are limits to what you can do with BandLab. I mean, it's not AI generated. It's not AI, and nothing in BandLab is AI generated. Everything's like made by hand. I still look back to. I even still listen to some of my songs that I made with BandLab only, and I like it. I like some of them. They're relaxing to hear. But the option of making heavy metal songs based on what I actually like more, like for example, Limbo and Sevagoth, or
imagine making a what the hell is it called? ASMR music.
No, I'm not making ASMR music. Hi,
What do you
everybody.
what do you think that would sound like?
Creepy. Well, if I'm gonna make AI, if I'm gonna make music with Suno with ASMR, I might even use my own voice, like, or something like that. I still like the idea of doing a duet with a female AI generated
No,
voice, and like use my own voice in there. Like,
it would sound horrible. You have a perfectly good and synced, beautiful voice,
and then there's your voice.
and then there's your voice coming in, out of tune, out of sync.
It would definitely
No,
rock heads, too. It would rock heads, or it would make heads roll, laughing
I think
on the
I think
floor,
um
laughing.
I think it'll probably make people's ears bleed
Oh, I
because
forgot about the
they
sparrow.
be shoving pencils in their ears.
That'd be an extreme reaction. They'd probably just click off. That's the worst that could happen. When you said like, what do you got to lose? Probably a few dozen subscribers. If I were to make
No.
something that bad. Wait for last sniper you see to leave the area.
I'll leave the area when I feel like it.
I'm in no hurry.
Okay, now I feel like it. You stupid bike.
What happened?
Oh, I hit a light pole and that threw me off my oppressor. Well,
Mm.
not a street, more of a street light, stoplight, whatever you want to call it.
I don't remember making a mission up here. Oh, this is probably the new one. Yep, it is. It's the new one. This is the road rats. Yep, the road. I don't know. I made that mission up there because it was just a trigger area. I just wanted something that was convenient so I could start my mission as fast as possible.
Hmm.
I'm gonna call my.
Hello, hello. Okay, gonna cost a little. I know someone who has what we need.
But I have plenty of friends with extra chemicals laying around.
Don't forget to recall your ass left.
I already am.
Huh. Weird.
What?
If you come to these cranes over here, you see like a long yellow pole going at the end, at towards the end of the crane. But when you fly towards it, it disappears and you can fly right through it.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
I never noticed that until now. They must have did that because people are crashing into them too many times.
Mm.
You know,
Like they do
flying
that with the
around.
power poles by the casino. How about that? How many people die flying through those things at night because they're like ghosts in the field?
No, those are the power poles by the. Yeah. I know which one you're talking about now. It's the one with the look like ones that look like the Transformers.
Yep.
drone up there, avoiding any guards. Life Invader employees are idiots, but they'll
You know
still
what's
pick
funny?
something up if
In
they
the
see
amount of
a
years
drone
we've done this mission, I never really ever go on the other side. I always go from that side.
Hmm.
I feel like the game expects you to approach from the outside too. Come on. There we go. $93. $93.
Bingo.
Garcia 98. No
Charlie
93.
Bingo.
One laptop down, one to go. We should have access to all that personal data as soon as it's done. I've got full access to their servers now, and I sent the target's location to your GPS. There's nothing about this guy I don't know. He's got a contract out for people to protect him, so don't be surprised if you run into any mercenaries looking for their own
Yeah, I'm gonna
payday.
dig a little dirt into that idea. Like, he's got a contract that has people out to protect him. Like, what people? Who is this guy that we're trying to take out? I'm personally thinking the client is a girl. Like, she dated him and didn't work out, and
I don't know. Ask Google.
I don't have my phone with me right now. I'll get fortified ready in advance.
Ew.
Well, at least I don't have to travel that far to get to my roster.
Okay, fine work. I hope you're happy with that
Wah wah wah
paycheck.
wah 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 wah. Oh, damn it. Your turn to use the ramp buggy.
I gotta recall my processors, armor missiles. Still got time to do it. Got 2 minutes before I can get into the buggy anyways.
I just heard 2 missile explosions.
Wasn't for me. So I just got on my oppressor as soon as you said that. It could have been that plane that went through that crashed in the water.
That's what I was thinking too. if you could actually play in a modded server, like if I could pay to play in a modded server, and I could adjust the weather, I would probably have it snow most of the time. It'd make me feel better, knowing that there's a better place in the cold. Yeah, I'm trying to get in the habit of covering my mouth when I yawn. No one needs to. It's just gonna make them yawn. Do you still remember that video you made a few years back?
Which one?
You were eating noodles while I was doing this mission?
What about it?
Every now and then I think about that video every time I do this mission. Or this particular job, anyway. It's because it was memorable. I mean, you used to actually eat your snack at 8:10 back in the day, and, well, you stopped doing that for reasons. When you started live streaming more, when you actually started live streaming, is actually when you started live streams when you pushed your snack time way back to like 9:45 or something like that. Wait, when is your actual snack time now? Is it 9:45 or 9:45?
Like around 9, 9:30 or 10. Depends which one I feel like doing to that.
Oh, so you just eat whatever. But there is a time window though. So you're kind of similar to me. Like around like 7:30 is when I eat my snack before starting to play, and I've been eating my snack for like 7 years now.
There's a chick in Los Angeles or California, and she's going to areas like that are from GTA 5, and taking pictures of areas that are very similar to GTA. Yeah, landmarks of GTA 5. You know, like this is the one for right by the area where we just did data. That data one with the drone.
Targeted data.
Yeah. And then she's got one on here by the fairground. And the observatory on the mountain area. And the Hollywood sign area. She's just basically showing how very similar and realistic that the locations are. If we ever went to California, we would know where we go by heart.
Pretty much.
Because people that played GTA 5 that has never been to California would know the areas quite well because of GTA 5.
There is a contradiction to this thing, though. In the future, there's a possibility that things could change. Like, some buildings can get demolished, and new buildings will go up. Landmarks can get demolished.
Doesn't really matter. Locations are still going to be the same.
One of the locations will still be the same, more or less. I mean,
we're doing this calmly and methodically. Use the drone. I thought you knew what you were doing. Okay, backup plan.
Use the drone. I thought you knew what you were doing.
This whole thing goes to shit.
No, I don't know what I'm doing.
I'm gonna get my phone. You got to hear that sound of a sat tuba. Oh god, it sounds so rattly. Told you. This thing actually doesn't even have the same lifespan as my chair did. My chair's vibration motor lasted for
Got them?
4
All right. Now
years.
get them over to our client.
This has only been
Standards will be
3
hot.
months
There's
since I started
hot,
using this
and there's
massage
hot.
pad.
Don't lead any police to the drop-off. Okay, watch yourself. We're visible to the competition.
Probably been using it too much. It would probably last you longer if you used it less.
Mm. Yeah, you were only giving me one extra view for Fluffy Tail Apocalypse in the helmet side. Alright. Let's see what crazy thought experiments can we have today. Oh, we're gonna have to postpone that.
Diamond safe and secured, and the client has already wired us the money.
We're gonna do plowed. Plowdy wowdy wowed. Oh, damn it. Alright, let's see what silly thought experiment we can do. In this fictional scenario, what if
Your bleed about the movie was hilarious.
lore accurate Garuda from Warframe were to fight? You want to try Ichigo with Garuda or no?
Jesus. Is this for
We can
real?
try, but she'd probably get killed.
Probably. Ichigo from Bleach. Plot armor and gag armor is disabled, and it is a fight to the death. Let's find out. In a lore accurate, oh yeah, yeah, Ichigo would win.
I knew it.
What Warframes do you think could defeat him? Revenant? I'm gonna go with Revenant. What do you think, Revenant?
I was gonna say probably what the hell is his name? The rock guy.
Atlas?
Yeah, Atlas. He might have a higher chance of beating him. We can roll Limbo up because we already know that Limbo can beat him.
We've used Limbo way too often too. As much as I love Limbo, I don't want to overuse him. In lore, Atlas. Lore accurate Atlas from Warframe. Let's see. Nope. Lore accurate
Damn.
Atlas was. You said it yourself, though. Atlas. Here's the thing. Atlas in the world of Warframe, Atlas is basically a powerhouse, a physical powerhouse. He's like right up there with Omni-Man.
I hardly doubt Volt or Grindel or
Grindel, apparently, according to his lore, is that he could swallow the entire universe, which I think is a bald-faced lie. He's a human-sized Warframe.
I don't think Gauss could beat him either.
Well, you're looking at speedsters. You're like thinking speedsters. I mean, well, Ichigo may be a speedster himself, but like I think what's his actual weaknesses though? Pax abilities, like otherworldly. Like Revenant, I know is like a sentient or Caliban. We never used Caliban yet.
I have a feeling Caliban might lose against them.
That's a possibility. I mean, sentients are pretty powerful. And isn't he basically a sentient himself?
Who?
Caliban.
I Kinda, but
Yeah,
not
he's
really.
half set. Well, he and Revenant are basically like sentient warframes. They're Revenant has that mesmer skin, and he has the ability to basically enthrall entire armies. There's a possibility Revenant could be, he could be able to enthrall Ichigo and get him killed or something like that. We'll find out in a few minutes. Assuming no one who watches this live stream immediately reaches to Google and starts typing it in before we do. Or unless you do it, because you're in a position of doing it, and you do have access to Google. Google. The sounds the NPCs make sometimes never ceases to amaze me.
We haven't used the stalker.
Well, of course not. We never even used the anti-frame. Well, we did use the anti-frames on Omni-Man. He kills them all.
Yeah, but we never used the stalker though. The head, you know, the leader, the boss,
Yeah.
the OG. But I don't think he'd be able to beat Ichigo either. Ichigo's a powerhouse.
So there's a lot of characters in that show. When it comes to the power scaling in anime, how high is Bleach in the power scaling?
Subhuman. But like he's pretty up there. He's technically not human.
Who's the leader? Who's the head leader of Bleach? Like, who's the actual leader of the gang? Because I know you said Ichigo is basically like their friend or a side character or something like that.
No, Ichigo is the main character.
Oh, so he's basically the one who runs Bleach. He's the leader of Bleach.
Yeah, he's the main protagonist.
Okay. See, I don't watch those animes. I don't watch those kind of animes. No shit. And, when you consider the fact that we've been pitting Warframes against them, and it's actually funny, looking back at it last week or so when I was watching that Pupsker video and he was talking about, like, thought experiments, is like, this can't be a coincidence, because a few days, like, just a few weeks earlier, you and I were talking about thought experiments, and then putting that on paper, and then people might watch it and listen to it. I love thought experiments. They're so fun. Like, in this day and age, it's nice to let loose your imagination and see the satisfying result, or dissatisfying, depending on how you look at it. There's nothing in these crates. Nothing. Oh, really? They've given me this spot. I'm in the factory.
I don't think Ash would win either.
Ash is, yeah, Ash, well, beep, 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 beep.
That sounds like the Predator's wrist bomb. When he's about to suicide bomb everything.
They do it because it's a failure. Their stupid culture is like failure means death.
It's part of their honor.
They don't like failure.
They're basically saying that if you're gonna beat me, I'm gonna take you out with me.
Dude, I actually put Warframes against them. I don't remember what they're called, Yachuas or something like that.
Yachua.
Yeah, and I actually put multiple types of Warframes, like Ash. Ash can destroy Yachuas. Doesn't even matter what they are. He can wipe them all out. They don't stand a chance against them.
He's basically one himself.
No, he's not. He's much more dangerous than them.
If you look at his design, he's modeled after them.
Yeah, but he's better. Robbery in progress. Take your bets, everybody. Which bank do you think it's gonna be? Big City Bank Little Smelly
Big
Bank
bank.
or the Country Bank? Let's find
Big
out.
bank.
And it is Country Bank. How did we see this coming?
Because it's
Gotta
been the country
press.
bank. It's literally been the country bank for the past few days
This
now.
bank gets robbed all the time because reasons.
I
Now,
think it's
what
because
was the
it's
thought experiment we were talking about? You
trying to
said
find trying to find a good opponent that gets Ichigo.
Revenant.
Or you'll be fighting on all fronts.
Revenant from Warframe were to fight Ichigo from Bleach. Let's find out, guys. Let's find out how powerful Almighty Revenant. Fucking ass.
He loses, doesn't he?
In a lore-accurate fight to the death with plot armor and gag armor to say Ichigo Kurosaki would likely win due to his massive advantage in speed and raw destructive power through Revenant, though Revenant would be an exceptionally difficult opponent to put down because of his hack-based invulnerability. Let's see. Ichigo, I'm just gonna read this out anyway just for the satisfaction. Ichigo Kurosaki at peak, a hybrid of human, Shinigami, Quincy, and Hollow at his absolute peak, true Bankai, Horn of Salvation. His
It's
power level
Bankai.
scale from, huh?
It's actually Bankai.
So that is,
Thank you for telling me that. Bankai.
try not to get shot into chunks.
His power level scale from planetary to low multiversal, depending on the interpretation of his feats against the Soul King and Yawak. His speed is consistently rated as massively faster than light. Revenant, more accurate, a warframe infused with Eldritch Eidolon essence. He is essentially a sentient ghost that cannot die as long as his Mesmer skin is active. He can turn into intangible mist through via Reeve, convert enemies into thralls, and release devastating sentient energy beams. Key interaction: speed versus invulnerability. Mesmer skin versus speed. Revenant's Mesmer skin renders him completely invulnerable to damage for a number of set of charges. In game, each hit consumes a charge and grants 1 second grace period of total invulnerability. However, Ichigo's speed is so extreme, thousands of times faster than light, that he could theoretically land thousands of strikes in a single microsecond. The stun factor. A critical part of Mesmer skin is it stuns the attacker upon hit. If Ichigo strikes Revenant, the lore suggests he should momentarily be paralyzed or put into a dreamlike state. If Ichigo is stunned, Revenant can immediately enthrall him, turning him into a puppet that fights for Revenant instead. The stalemate. Revenant has no reliable way to actually hit a peak Ichigo, who can outrun him by light years. Conversely, Ichigo's physical and spiritual attacks like Getsuga Tensho would be entirely negated by Mesmer skin as long as Revenant has energy to recast it. The verdict. Why Ichigo wins. While Revenant is virtually unkillable by standard means, the scale of their powers is just vastly different. Energy depletion. Revenant's invulnerability is tied to his energy resolves. Ichigo possesses near-limitless Yuryuku and could effectively keep Revenant in a state of constant recovery until his energy eventually fails. Reality versus fate manipulation. At its absolute peak, Ichigo scales to beings that can manipulate the balance of entire dimensions, while Revenant is a master of sentient energy. He lacks the multiversal scale potency required to withstand a direct full power strike from a true Bankai. Grand Rei Zero Getsuda Tenshu if any gap in his Mesmer skin changes occurs. Death mechanic. Ichigo is a soul reaper. He interacts directly with the soul. Revenant is a spirit inhabiting a biological mechanical suit. Ichigo could potentially bypass the physical skin and target the underlying sentient enses directly with his Zanpakuto. Winner. Ichigo Kurosaki, primarily due to the sheer stat disparity in speed and the ability to outlast Revenant's defense's charges.
What about the Stalker?
Stalker's gonna lose.
Maybe. Or we can try Saren. But we still have
what do you want, Stalker or Saren?
We'll do the Stalker first.
In a fight to the death, with plot armor and gag armor to save lore accurate Shadowstalker from Warframe faces a nearly impossible battle against Ichigo. Kurosaki from Bleach. While Shadowstalker is a formidable assassin with sentient adaptation, Ichigo's strength and speed are on a vastly higher scale. Basically, alright, now you said Sarah next, right?
Yeah,
Okay. I just have a feeling Sarah's gonna lose.
probably.
I mean, Saren is on a planetary level with her spores, and they have infinite damage based.
If Saren don't work, we could try Folly.
In a fictional death without plot or gag armor, a Loraka poses a very severe threat to Ichigo due to her ability to instantly propagate corrosive and viral status effects that deconstruct matter and cause rapid biological decay. However, based on high-end feats, Ichigo likely wins through superior speed.
Oh, of course he does.
You almost sound annoyed.
No, not really, but I kind of expected that was going to be the case.
You said
We can
folly,
try.
right?
Yeah.
All right. Let me get fortified ready. All right, it's 8:06 now. God damn, I've lost my sense of time. Folly versus Ichigo. By the way, did you see the new Death Battle teaser? I think they might be doing Gru versus Megamind.
No, like I said, I don't really watch those.
Dude, Gru might actually have a higher chance of winning over Megamind, despite the fact that Megamind is fought Metro Man.
I do watch someone that does react to them.
Oh, is his name Raptor?
No, he's Vegeta.
Ow.
His name is Vegeta. From Dragon Ball.
Yeah, I know who Vegeta is.
He's the voice actor that does Vegeta too.
Well, that's cool.
And he has his own YouTube channel where he actually does his voice acting on his YouTube channel, basically being him as Vegeta on his YouTube channel.
Oh, that's funny.
So you actually hear him talking like Vegeta. It's his character on YouTube. Since Dragon Ball Z or Dragon Ball whatever which ones, because there's different variants of it, is done, so he doesn't need to do voice acting anymore, so he has a YouTube channel where he does his Vegeta voice on YouTube and plays his Vegeta character, and he's basically like a VTuber, but not a VTuber. Because he has his Vegeta persona character on the side of the screen. When he reacts to something, you can see his character moving and reacting what he's reacting to.
Okay. So you said Folly versus Ichigo. Yeah. I just have a feeling Ichigo's gonna win.
She's gonna lose.
That's why I think Harrow might have a better chance.
I doubt it.
So, I mean, Ichigo is very, very powerful anime character, but they already had him in a death battle video against another anime character. I don't remember. Was it Cloud? Or Link? I got people shooting at me. I don't know why. I don't know why they're shooting at me.
Because they want to kill you?
I wonder why they're trying to kill me. Or what their problem is.
Probably you.
What? You see light pollution beaming off some of these buildings. I'm actually gonna just go over here where the...
You know what Ash looks like with his proto skin?
He looks sick, is what he looks.
He looks like the guy from what the hell's that video game called? You know, it's kind of like a Dark Souls theme. You watch someone play it and you wanted to try it, but you never did. You know, you remember what I'm talking about, right?
Kind of.
You literally watch someone when a YouTuber played it. I, oh, what the hell is it called?
Okay.
He also looks like the actor for that plays Scorpion. And
What? Really?
Damn it.
she loses.
Yes. Folly possesses unique ontological and reality-bending abilities, but Ichigo's raw spiritual power, speed, and transcendent nature allows him to overwhelm the defense of Shadowgrapher. Alright, Harrow. Isn't he supposed to be considered the most powerful Warframe in the entire game?
I don't know about that.
In a lore-accurate battle between Harrow and Ichigo with no plot armor, the outcome hinges on whether Harrow's specific void-based hacks can bridge the massive gap in physical stats and raw power. Ichigo at his peak is a multi-dimensional threat. His raw spiritual pressure... Hey guys. He's saying hey guys, that's cool. And alright, so his capable of damaging beings like Ewok. I don't even know who this Ewok is, but he sounds very powerful. Who was prepared to destroy multiple realms. He moves at speeds far exceeding the eye's ability to track. Lore accurate Harrow is a master of void manipulation in its purest form. While his physical stats are generally scaled to small country level at most, his true strength lies in his ability to bind and restrain entities that do not wish to be bound. A feat he achieved by holding back a cosmic horror, the Man in the Wall, for centuries. Which basically means Harrow might be able to restrain him. That's awesome. You know, I had this thought run through my head at one time where, as a Limbo, I had the idea of using Condemn. But I never went with it because it generates, like, overshields for you. I don't care for shields.
Yeah.
But, I mean, I could make it work. I mean, it's actually a pretty effective ability because the enemies are, like, permanently restrained, and when you damage them, it charges your shields, too. And oh boy, does it charge them. Condemn casts energy waves to physically chain and immobilize targets. Ichigo's likely response. Potential failure. Ichigo has broken out of high-level seals meant to negate movement. His raw Ritsatsu often shatters spatial and spiritual restraints. Covenant. Grants a period of total invulnerability to damage and status effects. Stalemate. This is Harrow's best defense. For a few seconds, no matter how powerful Ichigo's Getsuga Tensho is, it cannot harm him. Penance. Converts damage dealt into health. Ichigo's response. Ineffective. To use this, Harrow must survive a hit. Given the stat gap, an unblocked strike from Ichigo would likely vaporize Harrow's physical form instantly. Void Soul. Harrow's role as a vessel for Rel. Wild card for Ichigo. Harrow lacks a traditional soul, potentially making him immune to soul-based manipulation or the crushing effects of Reiatsu. The verdict. Ichigo wins. Without plot armor, Ichigo's combat speed is just his deciding factor. Speed gap. Ichigo operates at speeds that likely allow him to decapitate Harrow before the Warframe's casting animations for Covenant or Condemn even begin. Raw output. While Harrow can become invulnerable, He has no offensive tool that can reliably penetrate Ichigo's passive defenses. Blue Vein or a hero like Reiatsu hardening. The Wally feat. While Harrow's feat of holding back the man in a wall is legendary, it was a feat of endurance and containment, not offensive combat power, against a hyperfast planet-cleaving swordsman like Ichigo. Harrow's rituals take too long to perform. In other words, Ichigo wins, hands down. What was the other Warframe you wanted to pick?
I didn't say anything about another one.
Alright, you want to pick someone besides Ichigo?
I had no idea.
Is there any other characters from Bleach that you know?
Yeah, but they're not as powerful as Ichigo.
Oh, of course not. Okay, how about a more, like, Goro versus Rhino?
I think Goro will probably win.
You think so?
I said probably.
You want to find out?
We can try.
Alright, lore accurate Rhino from Warframe fought Goro from Mortal Kombat. Plot armor and gag armor is disabled, and it is a fight to the death. This would be interesting. In a lore-accurate battle to the death, Rhino from Warframe would realistically overwhelm Goro through a massive disparity in physical power and near absolute invulnerability. While Goro is a legendary multi-generational champion, Rhino's lore feats operate on a scale that borders on the metaphysical. Direct comparison. I gotta still wait 10 or 15, 20 more seconds or whatever. Alright, so Goro can lift up to 15 tons, destroy stone pillars, and tosses humans through walls. Rhino can stomp with enough force to disrupt time itself, can shatter asteroids with pure physical force. Goro's durability is highly superhuman, survive being frozen, and can tank blows from gods. While lore-accurate Rhino possesses iron skin that renders him virtually immortal and immune to all status effects, has survived being punted by sentience. Goro has supersonic speed, can deflect bullets, and keeps pace with agile fighters. Rhino is massively superhuman, can charge at a distance in the blink of an eye, and scales to other warframes capable of dodging light space speed attacks. This one again.
Our client needs someone to take it out. The work is interesting, so I put our hat in the ring. We aren't flower arrangers after all. To find this guy, we're going to have to access Life Invader's vast quantities of personal data. Well, so get over to
Special abilities. Goro can breathe fire, and he also has forearm grappling techniques. Rhino possesses temporal stasis, self-damage multiplication via roar, and hardening chemistry. The final breakdown. The durability wall. Goro's primary strategy is grappling and brute force. However, Rhino's iron skin is an impenetrable metallic shell that absorbs incoming force to reinforce itself. Every forearm punch Goro throws would likely only make Rhino harder to kill. Goro has no nullifier or stalker level ability to dispel his armor. The speed and force gap. Oh, wrong one. Alright, the speed and force gap. While Goro is fast for a Shao-Kahn, Rhino Charge allows Rhino to move nearly 50 meters per second instantly, ragdolling everything in its path. Lore descriptions suggest Rhino's he is a juggernaut that ignores momentum. Oh, sorry. I'm not gonna lie, I do like the way Rhino works. He's lore-wise extremely powerful. I think he's more powerful than Atlas.
Live Invader employees are idiots, but
If you were to choose to be a powerhouse frame, I would recommend you still play Atlas. But if you actually wanted to just pick one who's canonically like Rhino, would probably be better. I can see you. Imagine. All right, so if picture this in your head. Imagine if you made a max range build. Oh my God, you stupid drone! Imagine if you made a max range build of Rhino, and all the enemies are just floating.
one laptop down, one to go. We should have
They're
access
all
to
just
all that personal
floating.
data as soon as it's done.
You're basically playing like Limbo at that point, dude. Except you actually don't need the rift. Not the right 98.
I've got full access to their servers now.
All right, here's the speed and force gap. The killing blow. Goro's most iconic finishers involve ripping limbs off. Rhino, however, is a biomechanical construct with no traditional weak points. Conversely, a single Rhino stomp would suspend Goro in an equalized time stasis, leaving him completely helpless while Rhino delivers a blow with enough force to disrupt time. The outcome: Rhino wins decisively. Goro is a peak martial artist in the world of sorcery, but Rhino is a living weapon of mass destruction, designed to wipe out entire planetary infestations. Rhino would likely end the fight with a single stomp charge combo that Goro has no physical way to resist or survive. You know what? I'm gonna put Rhino up against Ichigo to see if Ichigo loses this one, because Rhino is really powerful.
Okay, fine work. I hope you're happy with that paycheck.
Oh, we'll get to the pad back on. My didn't park my bike. What's our next job? Do you know?
Fully loaded.
We can do that. I so want to read this. I know you do too.
I'm not reading it, I'm listening.
I'm going. Yeah, you want me to read it out? Whoa! Wow, they actually amazingly parked this. Hey, here. In a lore-accurate battle to the death with plot armored disabled, Ichigo would likely win as the victor, primarily due to his massive discrepancy in speed
Don't even
and
bother.
offensive.
Don't even bother reading it. We already know he's gonna lose.
G armor versus blade. Okay, so he's just too fast.
We can try another. We can try a faster Warframe.
You mean like Volt?
Volt, even Gauss.
How about Volt and Gauss? What do you think? Or do you want one like one-on-one?
We'll do one-on-one. See how we'll do one after the other. See who compares better to who with who.
All right, let's go. Lorvac accurate Volt versus Ichigo. Ah,
He loses, doesn't he?
yes.
All right, try Gauss then.
Hold on. Let's see why. Ichigo would likely emerge as a victor due to a massive destroying and raw destructive scale and multi-dimensional power. But you gotta remember though, if Ichigo can affect multiple universes, that already puts him stronger than almost every single Warframe except Limbo. Oh, actually, yeah, it may be stronger than the bow. I don't know. Uh, okay, so you know what? How about the man in the wall? With all fingers. From Warframe, fought Ichigo in a fight to the death. With plot armor and gag armor disabled, the lore accurate man in the man, also known as the Indifference, possesses a decisive advantage over Ichigo Kurosaki due to Akazuo existence, manipulation of time, concept, and multiversal scale. While Ichigo holds superior raw physical speed and destructive output within a single timeline, he cannot kill an entity that exists outside the conventional laws of cause and effect. Here's how the battle breaks down. The combatants. Ichigo Kurosaki End of Series. Possesses immense spiritual pressure, speed well beyond light, and fusion powers. He is primarily a master of raw physical force and energy projection. The man on the wall at full power. An entity from beyond normal space, older than the stars, controlling the void. It is a living, sentient dimension that can make the sky and earth appear as a flame. It is not bound by time or space. Why Ichigo cannot win? At casuality. The man in the wall is not restricted by cause and effect, the strands of Kra. Ichigo can destroy a physical avatar of the man in the wall, but this does not kill the entity. Similar to how cutting a shadow does not destroy the object casting it. Concept corruption. The man in the wall can weaponize concepts. It is such as taking a concept like beat opponent and using it against them. Immortal reality warping. The void is a dimension that dreams, and the man in the wall is its consciousness. If Ichigo is not currently inside the void, he is fighting a being that is manipulating his reality from the outside. Why the man in the wall wins. Multiversal control. The man in the wall can access and manipulate multiple universes, eternalism simultaneously. Void manipulation. The void voids everything it touches, a power that destroys at a level beyond physical or spiritual. Ichigo's Quincy, Blue Vein, and Hollow Regeneration are effective against physical Reishi attacks, but not against the removal of conceptual existence. Mental intrusion. The man on the wall drives people insane and breaks their wills, as seen with Rel and the Zeraman adults. The final outcome. Without plot armor to keep Ichigo surviving impossible odds, the man on the wall wins. Ichigo's attacks would likely just pass right through the man on the wall or destroy empty avatars, while the indifference slowly corrupts Ichigo's soul or erases him from the strands of time. We finally found a way to defeat him.
Yeah, because he had to use an unkillable god to do it.
I'm gonna try something here. What if what is there any like demons or something that eat in the show, like an army of demons?
They're called hollows. Or you're talking about the anime.
Okay, just wondering. Not surprising that Ichigo could defeat almost every single Warframe. To be fair, he is a pretty powerful character. I'm gonna go after this one. The least I can do. Ah,
There's a wall there.
yeah. This does feel like it has easier handling in the mission. And it's funny that I actually got us to using the Ruiner. I'm not going to say it's a bad vehicle, but in the content that we were doing, it is pretty ineffective. It would be much more effective to use if you're up against, say, scramjets. Which in the future, I'm thinking about doing that. Did we use your faction against the FGP last time, or is it my faction?
I think it was yours.
Alright, we're definitely going to be using your faction, and I'm not going to lie, I'm upgrading your army to using the Ruiner. I mean, it's not going to be a full-blown vehicle that they're going to... Only in, like, heavier enemies. I'm going to go ahead and call for my vehicle.
We have time to do one more job before we do hit 5-star.
Yep. Oh, kitty cat's getting ready to get up. Bye-bye, Gracie. Most of the time when she gets up from my lap, I think she's just getting too hot, so she just gets up and just laying down on the floor and starts stretching.
Hmm.
But most of the time she just lays on the floor. Your favorite.
Okay, you're going to steal a diamond shipment from Vangelico Fine Jewelry. Our client wants these rocks, but she won't pay retail
Yeah,
price.
I mean, I'm gonna get in there, but I already know that you're just gonna trigger it.
I'll talk you through it.
You'll probably be triggered before I will because I gotta recall my oppressor.
Okay. There's only one downside for a convenient vehicle.
Well, I was using my Savage for a little bit because missiles are limited for that view for the oppressor.
It's meant to be.
Looks like you're coming up on...
It'd be
Imagine it
cool if
had
I could get
infinite
NPCs
misses.
to fly in it, though.
Imagine if it had infinite misses.
You can make it with infinite missiles and
I'm
missions.
talking about in free mode.
And it'd be too OP.
No, because they'll have to nerf the missiles if they make it infinite. They'll have to make them like buzzer missiles, like very, very inaccurate.
How about the shooting pattern?
That's what I mean by buzzer missiles. They're technically they're technically Ruiner missiles, but not at the same time. But if they did make the oppressor have infinite missiles, they'll have to nerf it to buzzer missiles to make it, less consistent on accuracy.
I'm gonna head to the building in advance. Have we gotten so efficient in this game that we've just gotten so lazy?
Nothing wrong with that.
If you were to go back to when we first started live streaming, or when you first started live streaming, and then when I started live streaming after that, our behavior has slowly changed. It's like we just got to the point where it's like we do have a lot of downtime when we casually grind. Okay.
Of course, you're gonna hide in there like a little bitch.
You're talking about the NPCs on there, right? The guards.
Not the guards, the guy with the diamonds.
Yeah. How about an idea for a song about lore accurate man of the wall fighting Ichigo? And Alright, show me lyrics.
The sky out there is kind of like a amber color in real life, not in the game. Or a rust color.
What do you want to do next?
I told you the 5-star, but I'm gonna call him Mont first.
Oh yeah, good idea. I was spacing out there for a sec. The brain was still thinking of like the other stuff.
So, okay, gonna cost a little. I know someone who has what we need.
Alright. You ready?
You can start it, I'm making way.
It's funny that. Oh shit. Got my cord all tangled up. Oh, come on. Really? Ah. I'll worry about this stuff later. I'll worry about this stuff later. Alright. Okay, what other talks do you want?
I have no idea.
How about... Okay, you want to think of something really stupid. Think of something incredibly stupid. What's the stupidest thing you can think of right now?
Beepity boppity boop.
No, not that stupid. Not that stupid. Like, okay, I'm gonna give it. How about a sentient monstera plant?
I think we've already done that.
In this scenario, what if a
sentient monstera plant fights a pitcher plant. The sentient pitcher plant.
sentient? Damn it! Monstera plant were to fight a what plant? Pitcher plant?
Pitcher plant.
A sentient pitcher plant. Who would win? Who would win? I can't believe I'm actually asking this question. In a fictional sentient showdown, a sentient pitcher plant would likely defeat a sentient monstera plant While the Monstera has the advantage of massive size and aggressive growth, the pitcher plant's evolved specialized toolkit for killing and digesting foliage-based organisms makes it a superior predator. Here is the breakdown on the fight based on their characteristics. The competitors: a sentient Monstera, a large-leaved, rapidly growing climber. Its strengths include immense fenestrated leaves that can whip or swat, and strong aerial roots that can strangle or trip an opponent. A sentient pitcher plant, Nephenthus raja, a carnivore designed to eat, digest, and or dissolve organic material. It has slippery wax-covered pitfall traps that can hold over a liter of digestive enzymes capable of dissolving vertebrates. Why the pitcher plant wins. Active chemical weaponry. Pitcher plants release powerful digestive acids that can break down proteins. A sentient pitcher plant could target the Monstera's roots with acid, breaking down its structural integrity. Passive-aggressive defense. The pitcher plant doesn't need to be fast. It can lure the Monstera with nectar, and if the Monstera leaf or vine falls into its trap, it will slowly digest it over time. The rot factor. Pitcher plants operate in environments where their nectar intoxicates prey, leading to a loss of coordination. Once trapped, the prey rots, and the plant absorbs the nutrients. Size capability. Some Nepenthes pitcher plants are large enough to consume small vertebrates and rodents, meaning a single well-placed vine of a Monstera could be fully engulfed and digested. How the Monstera plant could win. Speed and suffocation. The Monstera is a fast-growing, aggressive climber. If the Monstera acts quickly, it could use its massive, heavy leaves to crush the pitcher plant's traps, or use its vines to strangle the base of the plant before the acid takes effect. Aerial attack. By using its aerial roots to drag the pitcher plant down into a non-acidic environment, the Monstera could overpower it with sheer weight and size. In conclusion, the Monstera acts as a slow-moving, strong brawler, but the pitcher plant is a specialized lethal combatant designed for this exact scenario. Jesus Christ, adds superpowers? No, Jesus, no. The whole thing sounds stupid enough. Oh my god, dude. I'm just picturing this in my head. Like, oh, that was actually funny. And you know, it's weirdly satisfying at the same time. And what do you have as an idea? How about sentient pitcher plant versus like Venus flytrap? Or how about the corpse flower? Ew, do you know the corpse flower?
Yes, it smells like death.
Yeah, do you want the corpse flower plant? You want the corpse flower plant? I'm picking the corpse flower plant. Yes, I'm picking the corpse flower. Corpse flower plant. Were to fight a sentient. You pick what plant?
Venus flytrap.
Really? Venus flytrap plant. Who would win? Oh, I'm moving. In a fictional scenario where both are sentient and actively fighting, the corpse flower would likely win against the Venus flytrap, primarily due to its massive scale, sheer physical mass, and offensive smell-fouling and heat-generating capabilities. Here's how the battle would break down. The combatants. The corpse flower, Titan Arum, a titan among plants, growing up to 9 to 10 feet tall and weighing up to 200 pounds. It is not a predator, but a master of manipulating the environment with its scent to lure insects. The Venus flytrap, a master carnivore known for its snap trap mechanism. But it is small, typically lasting only a few years and catching only small bugs. Why the corpse flower wins? Massive size advantage. The corpse flower can easily overwhelm a flytrap. A sentient mobile titan arum could crush a Venus flytrap just by simply collapsing its massive spadix or spade, the structure that holds the flower onto it. Thermogenesis and smell. Corpse flowers are thermogenic, meaning they could heat up like warm-blooded animals to disperse their rotting flesh scent. In a fight, this could be imagined as a poisonous, unbearable scent-based attack. Limited trap effectiveness. A Venus flytraps are designed for insects, not for battling 200-pound opponents. The trap would likely break or die if tried to close on the woody, massive structure of the corpse flower. Venus flytrap potential. If the Venus flytrap were magically scaled up to the same size, it would actually have a fighting chance with its quick snapping jaws. However, at their natural sizes, the Venus flytrap is simply just too small to pose a serious threat to a giant corpse flower. Okay, how about, you know what, I'm gonna try this. A sentient corpse flower plant versus a white-tailed deer. White-tailed deer. It is a fight, and it is a fight to the death. It is a fight to the death. In a fictional fight to the death between a sentient corpse flower versus a white-tailed deer, the advantage, let's see. The white deer, the corpse flower wins. For some reason, it's talking about the corpse flower from Dungeons and Dragons. What?
Okay.
What? Yeah. I'm gonna call him up one more time before I go to bed. Well, are you doing that too?
Hello?
I'm gonna call him up, but I'm not going to bed.
Call my buddy in
Well, I know that. You don't go to bed until like around 11:30.
can get what we need.
I don't go to bed until 11:30.
Exactly. That's so late. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, live stream, and thank you guys for watching. Have a good night, everybody.